Looks like all drivers, all 29, have posted their lap at the moment. And again, Burton has still put in the best lap so far of popping him into P1. Less than 12 minutes to go for qualifying in readiness to the big event. And at the moment, the weather is still showing a wet track, and that's continuing at this stage for the next 30 minutes from what we can see.
I'll go through.
A little bit too much curb there from kicking, ended up getting a little bit wide from the bump. So it's a good job it's not Bathurst, otherwise we would have seen something rather scary. Been additional movement in the top 5 as Ellis just pipped out Babby, who was in P1 for a moment there, then Wells, Bevis and Edge. So that's L Bevis, the faster of the two drivers in that team. Sorry, Hayden. But the guys are doing a great job at the moment, and it looks like Ellis has picked up the best time to date, or best lap time to date at this stage. With Baby just only, or just under 200ths of a second slower.
Go through Versa.
Hi.
With less than 8 minutes of qualifying to go, the weather still has not lightened up at all. It's going to be an interesting outcome for these guys. No doubt many, if not all, are on wets. I do know that Newman was out there in the earlier part of qualifying on dries, so I think his team were having different views as to what was coming about on this race. But in preparation for the main drag, we should see everybody on wets if this weather continues. Obviously we're having a good look at Logan at the moment as he's pushing his way down the little back straight, heading towards Hawthorn Hills and then Hawthorn Bend. Doing a brilliant job there at the moment. Currently sitting in P8, a little bit of grass, but that's not caused him to spin. Up, a little bit too wide there. Again, still managing to stay out of too much trouble. Righto, less than 2 minutes of qualifying left. And again we've got Ellis pipping in P1, Remo in 2, Baby in 3, Edge 4 and Worlds taking the top 5 in P5. Okay, officially the qualifying session has ended, so it'll be a case of those still on track and yet to cross the line can still obtain a better opportunity for position in the start of this event. Weather is just pushing itself into the bad case of I can't see much, so hopefully everyone's got their rain lights turned on. Looks like our friend Picken hasn't done that as yet, but I'm sure, oh, yep, no, he has got them on, sorry, I'll stand corrected. Anderson now, and he's done his lap and finalised.
Conditions.
So we'll just get ourselves sorted out, get the crew organised, and in readiness for the start of this wet race.
what's happening.
It's taking its sweet time, but that's okay.
Who's sitting in the pit in 49?
Who do you think?
Logan.
I feel like the lap times is a bit slower today.
Just got a picture from Mel Lockie there. The Aurora's going off. Just seen a picture from her deck.
Don't get distracted.
Alright, we have some wind
Well, it
conditions.
looks
Watch
wet.
out for curbs and exit. And
Moist.
remember to brake early.
It's good because I got to set up just for this. Oh, less rain and less rain. Oh, it's going to be tricky.
You're jumping around again, Lockie.
Yeah, we expect that now. Rennie. Don't know what's going on. It doesn't seem to do it on races where there's, I suppose it might on full formation laps. Weird. Just going to have to work with it through the chatter.
And I turned my firewall off tonight just to see if that made a
Okay,
difference.
here we
That's
are
probably
again
nothing
at
to do
the
with that.
race start in readiness. We've got a fraction over a minute before we start to see
Apparently
these
it
guys
happened
heading off.
with Stephen.
Weather is still
last
settled
week
in.
with
Doesn't look like
GT4,
that's going
so
to
it's not
change.
just me.
Not at least in the next 10 minutes. And the indications here is it's just going to get heavier and heavier. So yep, lap 1 needs to be considered definitely
Good luck all.
for
Easy
this
lap
event.
one.
So we wish all the
kamikaze
drivers
moves.
a good luck for the event. 1 hour race, mandatory pit stop,
The
fuel
glory of Japan.
at least
That's
for minimum of 1,
No
maybe
intention
2
of
litres,
wanting,
and
Yeah,
tyres are up to them. 30-second call has been made.
Oh, lucky your pit stop didn't clear this time, so fingers crossed.
Well, that's progress.
It has on my screen.
Oh, no, there we go. It just glitched then. No? Still no? Okay, I don't know what's going on. Alright, good luck all.
Good luck, guys.
Okay. Rolling. Heads down. Time to think about your weights, your fuel loads, your full tanks, the tyres obviously. Not getting any temp in them at this stage. Brakes. There's a whole lot of things to think about before you actually get anything in the way of a
I'm
decent
getting
lap
a
happening.
glitch where I got to start on the wrong side.
Yeah, I'll just stay as far right as I can.
Green light, green light. Go, go,
Okay,
go.
there's the green. Let's see if we can all get through the corner safely. Bit of rubbing. Treacherous weather at the moment. Doesn't look like anyone's come off at this stage. And I'm referring to Paddock Hill Bend and going through Droids at the moment. Graham Hill Bend followed by Certus, and then down through to the back end of Hawthorne Hill and Newtham Bend. So far a good start, but we're only just into it. On board here with Bear, Andy Bear at the moment. Look at that mist coming off the back end of that car. No wonder it's hard for the drivers to see. Smiles made a nice pass on Banks just there. Got through cleanly. There you go. lap 1 being completed. Great job by all drivers. Well, I do see a straggler down the back, so I'm not really sure if that's just trying to get a hold of the circuit, or he's had an incident at some stage. Car number 138 by the look at that. And yep, that's Wells. Okay, 3 laps in now, and everyone seems to be stringing themselves out, settling in. Okay, Ellis is out in front at the moment. Baby has put in the fastest lap in P2. Doing quite a sterling job, might I add. A lot of the lights are on, both front and rear. Camarillo is P3 and Picken P4, Edge P5, but I'm sure those positions will change over time. Let's see if the weather carries on as it does, or whether we can get to see a change in weather and temperature. But at the moment the forecast is showing heavier rain due in between the next 7 to 10 minutes. So Baby's measured himself in P1 at the moment. However, in saying that, Ellis has pulled off the fastest lap at this stage. Oh, we do have a couple that have gone around. So let's see how they get back into the game at this stage. On board with Tanner, 247, doing a sterling job at the moment, racing for Shaggy's Angels, and will be part of or half of a team that's going to be running in the ATR 1000 this month, which is not too far away. So just for those that might be interested in knowing, just a reminder that the main event will be October 27th. However, qualifying a top 10 shootout will be the 20th of October, which is the week prior. Now, both the top 10 shootout and the main event is going to be live broadcasted thanks to Hey Hey McRae. Nick did a fantastic job last year and is keen to come back and get involved for this year. So if you're keen, keep an eye out for that event, and that'll be one to watch coming up soon. Great respect shown by these three drivers as they continue on through Stirling's Bend, heading down Clearways Straight at the moment, around Clark's Curve, and heading back down to Dedham Straight. great racing by everyone. As mentioned earlier, they've kept themselves straight on the track, the majority of them have. Well, as we say that, you just see Mitchell go out a bit wide. And yep, still got forecast showing heavy rain coming in 10 minutes time. Okay, I can see here that Banks and also Wells have been down pit lane, but I'm unsure if they've actually done their fuel stop, mandatory fuel stop as yet. Oop, there we go. We've got Mitchell into the wall by the look of that. Got a little bit fishtaily out the last bend and the rise. So let's see if he goes down the chute at some stage shortly, as we watch Black Cat Racing driven by Wren. Beautifully turned out livery also. That looked like a brilliant pass by, oh no, Smiles is still shown as in behind Bear at the moment, Karras. Apologies there, so we'll keep an eye on that through the night. As you can see, there's a fair bit of droplets going on the front of that car on the windscreen. The wiper's working hard to keep it clear and visual. And great job being done by both drivers at the moment. Just passing through Stirling's Bend at the moment, heading up Clearways before going to Clark Curve and back onto Branham Straight. We can confirm at the moment that 786 Banks has been through and completed his compulsory pit stop. Okay, looks like Bear had lost that position to Smiles, so a nice overtake there earlier on. Also confirmation that Wells in the 138's been down the pit lane chute, so he's completed his compulsory pit stop. Still a lot of people out there at the moment, a lot of teams just watching where the weather's going and when's a good time to get in based on the traffic that's going to be ahead of them when they come out. Like Ellis has been getting in some good laps, trying to catch up with Baby in P1 and Ellis in P2 at the moment. Certainly hoping to shake the lemons and see how everything falls in place. You'll note that Ellis is sporting the number 1 plate on his race car. Basically, he's our undisputed GT3 champion from last season. So this year he can either hang on to his current number and display that, or use the number 1, and we'll put his normal number aside. And when or if he loses the championship, then that number could go back to his normal. And the next championship driver ends up with the number 1. And they're getting pretty close to Ellis at the moment in P3, pushing it a little bit harder as he's getting back on the tail of Ellis. Mero's got the back end of that sitting out when he was going around Stirling's Bend, so great job there.
Cheers, Wells.
Cheers. Cheers, General. Sorry about the flash.
All good, didn't even notice it.
We've got Anderson in P22 and Harnett P23, the 951, is putting the pressure on, looking for a way around Anderson. Anytime he can get that happening, he'll try and jump for that.
I'll let you go on the straight, Christian.
That's position, Ben. Keep going.
Go inside, Christian.
Sorry, mate.
Thanks, man.
You let me go as well, Ben?
About to. Oh.
Like that was either Harnett or Bracefield that ended up off the track there. Sorry if I got it wrong. But only just caught the last minute of that. I'm sure they'll keep it straight and carry on. Got to say, Burton's not that far behind this group of three, so he's coming along quite nicely. And car number 49 in his Mustang, so hopefully he can catch up to these three and yeah, get into a bit of a rhythm with the front end and see what we have forward. Oh, we have a back marker going off, was it? No, that was Baby. So Breno's now, sorry, Ellis is now in P1, Barinalo in P2, Baby in P3. So that was unfortunate for Baby. Obviously hit a wet patch, bit of aquaplaning, not really sure what went on there.
Thanks, mate.
Al Beavis. Lockie doing a brilliant job at the moment, sitting in P7. Makes a move on the inside of the back marker. And looks like Simmons not that far behind him. So SIM Racing, which is Small Island Motorsports. Also he and his father will be joining us at the Austeam Racing event at ATR 1000 being held this month. And for anyone that's new in watching this event, just a reminder that we have our major event on the 27th. It's a 6-hour enduro, teams of 2, and qualifying and top 10 shootout the weekend before. Top 10 shootout and broadcast with huge thanks to Hey McRae. Nick will be broadcasting that for us this year. Looked after us last year and did a sterling job. So looking forward to having him back in the booth come race day for that event.
We are halfway through. Keep it up.
Just past the halfway mark, as you would have heard from the stewards. And yep, another 30 minutes to go, and again we're still waiting to see who else is going down the chute and when they're going to get down at the same time. Ellis is holding the fastest track lap at the moment. See if we have anyone else that's going to challenge that in these treacherous conditions.
Thanks, Stephen.
It's alright, I'm waiting for the 45-minute mark. Or 45% mark.
Both the donut liveries are a standout for me. The team have put that together both on father and son's vehicles, and they do look amazing on track. Obviously it's a bit hard to get a good look at them in these conditions as we watch Burton pushing through P4. But yeah, they are stunning to look at during the day as well. A lot of these teams have put some great efforts on their skins, and so it's really good to see the final outcome on track.
Sorry, Bess. All good.
I would have thought the flag marshals would have had a more busier time than we're seeing. So great job again to all drivers on track. Outstanding drive.
Bones take Apex up here.
Logan at the moment. So Burton heading down Breton Straight. Now circulating down Pettikill Bend, doing a great job with his Mustang. Gangu, also a constant quiet achiever, does a great job every week in any of the classes that he runs. So he will be again in this month's ATO 1000, teaming up with his regular partner. So it'll be fantastic to see those guys back out there again. Newman coming around in Pettikill Bend, doing a sterling job at the moment. Okay, Shine and Tanner and Icarus have all been down the chute, along with Smiles, Bank, H, Bevis, Bones, and obviously Schofield and Wren. So we're starting to see the guys split themselves up, trying to get their compulsory stop organised when they can, as we're on board watching the back end of Wren and looking out. I'm assuming without checking, no, I don't know who that is because I couldn't see the skin.
Thanks, mate.
Logan T1. Yours.
Yes, please, mate.
I'll stay outside.
Thank you.
Thanks, Zach.
Ooh, a big spin out at the back of Hana there. Just got a little bit too wide on the grass, wet track, wet grass. Gone. Absolutely gone. another little shimmy from the back end, looking out from Bones. So I think tyres are getting a little bit uneasy, and the weather doesn't help either. As we watch Etch make a pass on the, I'm guessing the outside, looking for back.
Thanks, mate.
That's another good livery by the Kiwis, and Team Kiwi, that's Harnett and Bracefield, are also entered again for the 2024 ATR 1000. So looking forward to see those guys line up and share the car, and hopefully as we watch Harnett just get a little bit out of sync there in turn one. So he'll find that a bit hard to get back on without any wheel spin. But yeah, so it'll be good to see those boys back in action, Team Kiwi at the ATR 1000 this month on the 27th.
I'll stay offline for now.
Okay, I didn't catch it, but Breno's made his compulsory pit stop, but he's still up fairly high on the leaderboard, so he's still in the top 10 from what I can gather. So great work for him and his team. Well done, boys. So Camaro's at the pointy end again, so P1 for young Vinny, followed by Baby, that's Glory Baby, Logan Burton in P3, and Breno Ellis in P4, Gangu in P5. So again, like I say, he's a quiet achiever, he's made his way up to P5, and we'll just see where he sits after the compulsory pit stop. Lockie Bevis in P6 and Taylor Simmons in P7, Nick Picken in P8 and Etch in P9 with Bursa in P10. So great drive there, boys. A little bit of data trivia for everyone. The overall maximum speed at the moment sees Burton in 243 on lap 10, Etch doing a 243 also on lap 18, Icarus on lap 4 at 241, and Ren in lap 10 doing 241 kilometres an hour, also doing 241 kilometres an hour is Andy Bear on lap 16. Great work there, boys. Okay, Pickering's picked up a stop and go 30-second penalty after his pit stop. So just going a little bit too quick, either in or out during that stop, which has caused that stop and go for him.
MFD is not working. Fuck. Oh, thank fuck.
Ellis still holding the fastest lap out there at the moment. And the car number 1 in P3 at the moment. So we'll see how that comes together as we watch Etch go by.
Other buttons, my pit stop MFD on my button box. Thank fuck it works. Normally I scroll up and down with other buttons, but they're not fucking working for me.
So the only one out of the top 3 that still needs to fit is Baby, and we'll see if he goes down the chute anytime soon to get that done, which will put Flamerio in P1 and Alice in P2, and Gangu in position 3, 4. So we'll see how that all shuffles around as time goes. Simmons in pit lane for his compulsory stop, pulls the car up and is at the pit limiter area, and we'll see where he shuffles out of the list as time goes.
Ty, what do you know? You're speaking in Gilded? Take that as a no.
You button should be on.
Looks like Peganin is in pit lane to complete his stop and go, and sadly dropping down a few places in doing so. It's a pretty harsh penalty that the stewards have in place in ACC. Okay, Baby into the pit lane, completed his stop, and at the moment the data's saying is in P3. So P1 is Vinny Canero and P2 is Ellis. And as you can see on screen, they're not that much apart from each other. Baby, I'm not sure at this stage in the mix until we get a bit more of a visual on where he's currently sitting. But again, fantastic drive by all drivers, to be honest. It's been a great race for sure.
Go the inside.
Thank you.
Banks with Schofield right on his tail end. So I dare say there's going to be a move made there shortly. Oop, cancel that. A little bit of wheel spin just coming out of that corner. So Schofield's dropped back a little bit from that one. Unfortunate.
All good.
Camera crew pretty much watching these front fellas at the moment, so that's the excitement right now. Probably the storyline there is that these guys are going hard, and every lap they seem to be going harder and harder as we watch a bit of drift going on in the 123 car. Oop, we've got an inside edge, have we? No, backed out of that. Renault's pushing hard, and both drivers are showing great respect for each other as they're getting through the track conditions as they are, as they lead up back into turn 1 and down Bradham Straight.
Battle for 19 tour app is the battle for who can make the most mistakes.
Sorry, Chris.
Sorry man, I thought I was giving it up.
No, that was me. I outbroke myself.
Less than 6 minutes left in the race, and 3 minutes is still showing no change in rain conditions. However, in 10 minutes time, which these guys will miss, is a bigger downpour that's showing in the event as to what's being looked at. Still a few drivers yet to complete their compulsory pit stop, so that's going to be interesting to watch. Edge and Bursa, P4 and 5 amongst them. As we speak, Edge is in the lane at the moment, and looks like Mitchell's just come out of the lane. Still in P4, Matt Bursa. He's yet to do his compulsory pit stop at the moment, so that'll shuffle down a few pegs from there, which at the moment we've got Camaro in 1, Ellis in 2, Baby in 3, Bursa yet to pit, Etch in 6, Gu in 7, L. Bevis in 8, Tyler Simmons in 9, and Matt Shine in 10th, rounding out the top 10. Just over 4 minutes to go of this event, and I'd take the time out just to thank the Sim League, who provide a great backing for our league in itself. So software servers, great outcome, solid servers, and provide some fantastic services from that point. If you're looking for something in the way of a server provider for ACC, then get in touch with the guys at the Sim League. They'll certainly help you out there. Alright, 3.5 minutes left. Ellis still holding the fastest lap, sitting in P2, following behind Camaro in P1. There's only less than a 500th of a second behind Camaro to Ellis, and Bambi is still in P3. Match Bursa looks like he's still to go down the pit lane. Burton in 5, Guru in 6, L. Bevis in 7. Great drive from him actually, he's been going quite well. Etch in 8, Simmons also good drive in 9, and Shine in 10. On board now with Newman. And here's Matt Shine with 2 minutes to go, just over, so we'll just need to see whether he goes down pit lane, otherwise he could end up with a penalty, time penalty from not doing so. And as I say that, Bursa is heading down the lane now, and he'll be completing his compulsory pit stop with 1 minute 40 on the clock. And we did have a yellow come out. Looks like we've got somebody that's spun in the wet, struggling at the moment, and I'm thinking that's around Stirling's Bend at this stage, so hopefully he's got himself sorted out, back on track. Nope, he's still sitting there at the minute, and looks like he's off, he's going again. That's great. So now he's heading to Stirling's. The spin was actually at Sheen Curve. Blue flag showing there. So Shine's been in and out earlier, and now where are we? Bursa's back in P8. So still a pretty good finish in top 10 with less than a minute on the track.
Leaders on final lap now.
So the call's just been made. Our leader, which is Vinny Carrero, is on the final lap in car 123, and then Ellis behind him. Lost a bit of pace there. Now it's 500ths of a second plus, and then Baby and P3, Burton 4, Goo in 5th. Not much of a gap actually between many of them.
The leader has finished the race.
Good stuff, Smiles.
Cheers, mate. Good battle at the end.
Well done, guys. Tough race.
McLaren is an absolute fucking dog.
Hey, stream.
It's the least fun I've ever had on four wheels, I'd say.
Tell you, I had more spins than Janelle off Dancing with the Stars. Horrible. Anyway.
I reckon the Ferrari's a bit of a cheat code in the wet. The TC is so good.
We did say that.
Doesn't help when you brake on grass. Nothing helps you with that.
That was a interesting race, to say the least. Catch you, fellas.
Well done, Andy. That seems like a pretty good result in the end.
Thanks. I think you did all the... Did I do the yet? Two of them.
Might have done.
Two of them.
Seems like we're doing alright then.
We'll blame it on you.
Green light. Go, go, go.
Alright, I'm gonna head off. Thanks, boys.
See you, Brett.
See ya.
Does anyone else find those white Lambos incredibly hard to see in spray?
No.
My game couldn't render it properly, I don't think. It was weird.
Well, that sounds like a you problem, not a me problem.
Yeah, it was very odd. Like, you just see these black lines in the spray. I'm like, oh shit, it's a car.
Yeah, I was following my teammate around for like pretty close at the start, so I do understand.